This is Grim Serenade Project, Triptych 2, Endurance Acoustic Schema Therapy, album dedicated to, doesn't really matter, fuck it, at least try to enjoy it.
Slows everything down.
It felt like somewhere I could belong. My name is a secret, but to love me won't take long. Beneath the night's cold grin,
a secret held within.
I'm the face of temptation,
The thrill of every sin.
I do carry a warning. I do wear a sign. If you're looking for answers, you won't find them in mine. Beneath the same cold grin,
A secret held within.
I'm the pause in hesitation.
The thrill of every sin.
Beneath my vacant grin,
A secret held within.
I'm the choice you didn't question.
The thrill of every sin.
blackened ground. Desperate words choke my fucking mouth. Each step she takes makes her my judge. Silence traps my body tight. Agony's touch, guilt starts to rise. Slow pain crawls as my mind breaks. Her voice calls, my body shakes. Painted black with knowledge learned slowly. Lines carved in silence beneath where hearts lonely. Pain carried by hours that refuse to bend. Shape of my burden is sculpture and art. Her discipline breaks faulty saints apart. Heart open raw to absorb her hate. No perfect God, just holy pain. Smile stretched wide on scars I placed. That cruel authority lightens her face. Mind breaks beneath her will. Every love she crushed then stole it. No way out, she hunts for a kill. Shame builds walls in this ruin. Labeled black by hate that she sows. Scars carved by malevolence that only she knows. Grief carried through days that refuse to pass. Shape of my burden in sculpture of art. Her discipline splits faulty saints apart. No escape from her hunting ground. Leashes fall, she rings the bell. Faulty mast cracks and bleeds. Prey drop to broken knees. My breakdown, her pleasure, orgasmic. No love, spit instead. Her second best, while I suffer to feel. Brutal saints, new trophy that bleeds. Ah. Coming back, her silence kills slowly. A guilt building feeling, the one and only. Grief saging grows, pain never ends. Shape of my burden, my broken heart. Her cruelty breaks faulty saints apart. Her brutality rips faulty saints apart. Evil is the craft that pushes to feel. Brutal, uncaring, yet painfully real. In each drawn breath, her new face revealed. Masterpiece made where love seemed real. In the mind that slowly changes, a face that seems both near and far. With every second it rearranges. A tear shed in the dim light for forgotten days, now hurt like thoughts I had to face. Still rotting where nothing else decays. Presence of your voice in a numbing daze. Who am I? In silence it stays where my guilt prays. Who are you? What once was felt fades further away. Each passing moment grows in pain. Now I remain where the silence stays. A scar that cuts too deep through these passing days. Now bleeding slow at my own pace. Still wearing pain across my face. Presence of your laugh in a pain-bound daze. Of time, no familiar face. Still carrying pain I can't erase. Presence of your name in a guilt-ridden daze. A guilt that preys and feeds throughout my passing days. No sense of time, no familiar face. Still carrying pain I can't erase. Presence of your name in a guilt-ridden daze. Some of you share. Nothing you do feels like it counts. Lost in a world where envy or others to grasp your hidden fears. You wear a mask, but it's soaked in tears. for someone to carry your lies, then play the victim, feed off the blame. Through your lies, you silence their name. You build your world on endless shame. Nothing remains that ever loved, lost in a world where hate is for others to grasp. Your heartless schemes, you wear a mask, but it's soaked in tears. Your broken mask. Nothing survives that ever cared, lost in a world where darkness for others to grasp. Your hidden smears, you wear a mask, but it's soaked in tears. Nothing you do feels like it counts, lost in a world where silence for others to grasp. Your hidden fears, you wear a mask, but it's soaked in tears. Self-worshipping state is all that you show. With the truths that I've learned, you're losing your glow. Slow consuming hate is all that you feel. With the facts that I've learned, you will never heal. Projecting your shame. Fish mouth gape, exposed your pain. My memory lane is choked and overgrown. My thoughts keep on shifting, but I feel so alone. I can't carry the pain of what's left at my core. Yet sanity fades as you search for the war, projecting your shame. Fish mouth gape, wounds empty frame, projecting your shame. apart. I betrayed my own trust and lost more inside. Your mask was charm, your game was a trap. My mind breaks from the cause. Your silence is a hateful cry. Your control was a prison, your love was a lie. Kindness was leverage, just to keep me tied. I faced my own fears, and nothing survived. You were my enemy, built on lies. My heart breaks from the loss. Your act was by design, breaking through the heart where meaning simply dies. In the damage of your act, inside my fractured heart, and keeps me inside, won't let me out. Let me down. I'm collecting broken pieces, don't know who I am. Stranger staring back at me. You took me whole with the grin on your face. Who was I supposed to be? Fucking martyr. Bleeding me dry like a leech. Can you keep your mask? All good bled out of me. I'm not my former self. Just had to relax. Wounded heart, torn apart. In silence I am cast. Fragments of myself slipping through my grasp. face. Who are you supposed to be? Fucking bitch. Bleeding me dry like a leech. Will your mask consume its lies? All good torn out of me. I'm not my former self. She said to relax. Wounded heart, torn apart, dumped like human trash. Pieces of my heart bleeding through my head. Fuck. Skinning me like a snake. You still wear that mask. All good drained out of me. I'm not my former self. Fucking relax. Wounded heart, torn apart, lost beneath your lies. Tears for my ghost. Now I'm on my own. Squeezing me tight like a too small noose. Your game all good died inside of me. I'm not my former self. Will you relax? Wounded heart, torn apart, buried by your shame. Tears of mine now dripping through my mask. Hey baby, was it enough? Inside is eating me like a cancer. Beneath my skin it stays and grows. Yet here I remain, trapped in question. In my mind and my doubts, where fear resides. How dark can it be? Didn't I suffer enough with pressure of doubt and the weight of my grief, hoping for solace, a chance to believe in you? In the end you'll deceive. A dead weight, a twisting pressure, looking for truth but finding only silence. In this quiet fight, my heart's been drained, thoughts grinding without release. How deep can it be? Didn't I suffer enough of choice and the weight of my guilt, hoping for answers, a chance to see through you. In the end you'll mislead. Losing its form, trapped in the thought where minds divide. I don't recover, I just remain, reaching for peace that stays denied. How cold can you be? Didn't I suffer enough? With pressure of silence and the weight of my guilt, hoping for answers I'll never receive from you. In the end you'll disappear.
Wasn't. It wasn't.
Stays out of view and reach. Your silence feeds my hidden suffering. You fucking bitch. Nothingness and then still dread, heaviness and then hurt. Tears. My pain grows within my will. Brace for the fall. It still hurts. My guilt kept it close. I let it settle under skin. Sadness dimmed, then overgrew until nothing moved with it. Nothingness and then still dark, heaviness and then hurt. This weight hangs upon my will. Brace for the fall. It just hurts. nothingness and then still fear, heaviness and then hurt, shame. Surface slips beneath my feet. Brace for the fall. It hurts. It hurts. Describe me, you'll need a new word. Only way to bury me is in the dirt. Your heart is far away. I don't hate you, want to run, it's hard to stay. Nothing sane. I don't hate you're living through the joy and pain, but I lie. In the corner of your eye, I'm the one who made you cry. To unmask me, you'll have to pry. Only way to find yourself is when I die. Your heart is far away. I don't hate you, want to run, it's hard to stay.
Hate you.
heart feels it all, broken down along with my dreams. Pain consumes me, and her satisfied look, quiet pain scratching beneath my skin. No rage, just this dead weight hook. Hate as silence, inside she's dead. Each kill is a trophy, the skin I've shed. In this loneliness I found my use. My art of suffering is the path I chose. So let me feel your abusive masterpiece. In this art where grief takes my years. With self-hate, love brought me to my knees. My emptiness is filled with your love's disease. Love's disease. An emotional wreck, a sculpture of pain, each scar a reminder of who I became. The weight of guilt drags me far too deep in my gallery of wounds. Every heartache I keep. Love as violence, inside I dread each lie she told, all stories she said. In this loneliness I found my role. My art of suffering takes its empty toll. So let me feel your abusive masterwork. In this art where pain does its work. With your hate you did as you pleased. My emptiness is filled with your love's disease. Your masterpiece, the emptiness and my pain as your centerpiece. Silent centerpiece. I don't know who I am anymore. thought returns and calls my name. It settles in, I don't resist. I let it take the shape of blame. The mirror shatters, splits my state. Each fragment cuts through flesh and thought. The choice I made that feeds my hate. This identity falls apart. I bury myself deep in silence, where memories dim then turn to gray. What's left of all that slowly passes? In the darkness where hate is laid, I turn away from my reflection. Where once I stood, now lies distrust. In the silence of this disconnection, I find the truth shaped by disgust. My heart held tight, then pulled apart. I carry what I couldn't name. I bent under pressure from the start, until I couldn't tell what was what. Now nothing heals and nothing stays. The choice I made now feeds my rage. With every breath I lose myself, until I don't know who I am. I bury myself in deeper silence, where every thought feels out of place. What remains after all that nearly passes? In the numbness where minds misplace. Worn face thins in my reflection. Where once I stood, now lies mistrust. In the weight of this disconnection, I find the truth obscured by lust. Every heartbeat, something tightens. No escape, just what I became. I live inside what never healed, standing still inside the blame. I bury myself past recognition, where nothing saves me anymore. Where life just slowly passes, when numbness grips my body to the core. I disappear in my reflection, where once I stood, now I'm high above. In the depth of this disconnection, I find the truth, it wasn't love. It wasn't love. we became. The room feels smaller when you're near. With patience that lasts too long, my dear, I feel your distance in this place. Between the words you quietly accuse. You're standing here, but not with me. Already halfway gone from truth. I bury myself deep in silence, where memories dim then turn to gray. What's left of all that slowly passes? In the darkness where hate is laid, I turn away from my reflection. Where once I stood, now lies distrust. In this failed communication, I find the truth shaped by disgust. Out of order, trying to find where I went wrong. Every answer lands as blame now, like truth that came too strong. You didn't perish in the moment, you faded slow with dragging time. I waited and called it understanding while losing pieces of my mind. I bury myself in every thought feels out of place. What remains after all that nearly passes? In the numbness where mind's misplaced, worn face thins in my reflection. Once I stood, now lies mistrust. With this dead communication, find the truth obscured by lust. If I stayed calm enough, you'd remember what we were. But silence doesn't argue back, it just replaces what was said. And somewhere in that quiet pullback, I found how much was already saves me anymore, where life just slowly passes. And numbness grips my body to the core. I disappear in my reflection. Once I stood, now I'm high above. When there's no communication, I find the truth. paying for what I owed. Rainy nights through my sleepless eyes. Everything I thought dissolves then evolves. Walking back through someone else's lies. A thought reversed, she plays her game. When I gave my love, she turned to shame. The penny drops, I was the kill she staged. I bury myself deep in silence, where memories dim then turn to gray. What's left of all that slowly passes? In the darkness where hate is laid, I turn away from my reflection. Where once I stood, now lies distrust. In the slow and cruel deterioration, I find the truth shaped by disgust. Return to where I belong, hellbound, carrying what she did. I lost my way. Treatment rooms filled with hollow days. She raped my mind, the price I paid. The truth arrived without a warning or a sign. Her love was never truly there by design. A game she staged, this role I played. I'm a prize, broken then discarded. I bury myself in deeper silence, where every thought feels out of place. What remains after all that nearly passes? In the numbness where mind's misplaced, one face thins in my reflection. Where once I stood, now lies mistrust. Lost within my dark deterioration, I find the truth obscured by lust. The pain stopped when you appeared. I let her go to let you in. What once was lost began to heal. A different star, a reason to live. What she destroyed you knew very well. I told you everything she'd done. You heard my words, you understood my own mirror, the perfect twins within. I find myself in new perception, where someone saw me as before, where hope inside me starts to rise, where love returns within my core. I reappear wanting what the years erased. The beauty she remembers there won't fade, no matter what it takes. She's getting older, deathly breath takes her. The weight of time
will chase her.
She's getting older, deathly breath takes her. The weights of time
Now chase her.
the cracks, pretends the people still believe her lies. Years now stay, but not people's eyes. Their silence sounds like her old lies. Years now endure like scars after fight, never to atone.
She's losing her right.
Years now endure like scars after fight, never to atone.
She's losing this right.
glowed beneath her eyes. The West Stone face was full of lies. With her every move, another identity dies. She never walked alone among the weak. She hunted there, because that's where she'd often seek. A mistake that cost me everything I was, my identity stolen, debated, questioned, not by her, but by me. In the heart of what she is, there is no atonement. No apology will come, none was ever planned. Poor choices tied me to silence I couldn't break. Her game put my identity to sleep, and her victim act finished what was left. Raw rage came once, just once, unlike anything before or since, so I turned my pain into the speech. These words are my closure, the one I was never able to reach.